22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Come on, 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Fight, 97.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Black, 95.
And they fake the handoff, now Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw caught here by Metcalf. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Prescott off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up.
And it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. On play action, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. I give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
1st down, Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lance now to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Jacobs will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 46.
Prescott on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Play action now. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the lock? He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And they'll go for it. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
That's 22, Mike 22. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Left. Here we go.
Lance going to try to throw for this. Rolling to his right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This for a 4th quarter lead. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And again, it's Prescott. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott steps away. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what you're playing.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Now Prescott. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one. And it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Lance. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker.